Hello YouTube, Gorn Fan 291 here, and we are live for the final race of this Darlington race weekend. It's been an awesome race weekend full of upsets and surprises. And how about this for a surprise? Rookie Warren Cherry, who comes into the race 42nd in the points. Well, actually, okay, dead last of those who have competed every single race this year. And he is on the pole, so he was into the Bud shootout for next season. Fourth driver to do so. I'd have to look at the list, but joined some good company. Jerry Shelley on his outside. William Duncan and Gene Sand for row 2. Jacob Budd, Sam Young, row 3. Adam Dirksen, Jeff James, row 4. Mary Shelley and Jeffrey Buckeye, row number 5. Let's see. Looking for a guy who tied his career best run last week.
Drivers, start your engines.
And Drew Austin starts 39th. A guy who almost tied his career best. I'm kind of glad he didn't because it would make this seem even worse. Danny Everett rolling off 20th. He finished 3rd last weekend. And the reason I say it would sound worse when I say this, or if he had actually tied his career best, he is still looking for career win number 1. He has finished 2nd 4 times. So we'll take you to the green flag. Shoot. Okay, there we go. Pace car is off. 56 laps here in the South Park 300. It's the same distance as last night's nationwide race. Preston Vale went on to win that one. Who will win this one? We'll have to wait and find out. As the green flag is out, we're underway from Darlington. All 42 cars do get going A-OK. Gene Sanford quickly underneath Jerry Shelley for the 3rd spot. So now here comes William Duncan. He wants the race lead. Warren Cherry not even going to lead a lap. William Duncan, give him the 5 bonus points. He comes into this race. Where is that? Number 6. 3rd in the points. 35 points behind Jake Rogers. Someone was on the apron back there. Hard to tell who it was, but dang. Craziness in the middle of this pack right now. There's Jake Rogers. Top 3 are single file and broken away. 2 of them are Dodgers. Jeff James in the wall, as well as Amy Shelley. Adam Derrickson 4th. Mary Shelley is in 5th. Here comes Jean Sanford. It's been a while since she's won last. She last won at Indianapolis back in season 1. Mary Shelley now into 4th, still looking for career win number 1. Jacob Budd now into 2nd. Jerry Shelley in the wall. Sam Young, the Daytona 500 champ, underneath him. Give Sam the 5th spot as John McNamara moves into 6th. See some nice paint schemes on these cars for the night race here. Only the 2nd night race of the year. See, Gene comes into this race 20th in the points, so a win would be key. Oh, Derrickson and James made contact in the back of the pack. William Duncan now underneath Jacob Budd for the 2nd spot. Bud's in the wall a little bit off of turn number 2. Give him a Darlington stripe. It's only about the 4th one already. We're only on lap 6. And I mean 4th that I've seen at least. Bud's getting another one, as he was in the wall once again off of the final corner. So you got Dodge, Ford, and Chevy in the top five. So that's all good. The three manufacturers. Mary Shelley now gets a Darlington stripe off of turn number 4. John McNamara into 4th. Here comes William Duncan for the race lead, looking for win number 2 on the season. Remember, he was one of those that was a heartbreak last year at Richmond because he missed out from the wild card. He was actually a point behind Daniel Day, and both of them were snubbed out of the chase because Steve Pollard moved in with his 2 wins into the top 20. William trying to make sure that doesn't happen this year as he's wanting to pick up 2 wins in the first 5 races. Sam Young looking for a career win number 2 as well. He's up here in the top 5. Oh, contact between Sanford and Duncan. They keep it straight out here on the track. Now here comes Sam Young for 2nd. See a little thank you note to his to the dad out there on the back bumper. Jacob Budd, another Darlington stripe, as he pancaked that wall pretty hard. Jeffrey Buckeye and Elijah Workman on the apron, for crying out loud, in that corner. Oh, look at the damage to the side of that 13. Sam Young into this, going for 2nd now. Derrickson in the wall. Matt Dixon in the wall off of turn number 4. There's your points leader in the 36th spot. Sanford able to hold him off as Whitson was in the wall in the 21. Ton of action here in the early going as we're coming around to complete lap 11, still caution free. In fact, now we got Ford, Dodge, and Chevy in the top 3 spots. Hey, that's not too bad. All 3 manufacturers up in the front. Caution is out. Looks like we had a wreck on front straightaway involving Amy Shelley. Daniel Day's got damage. Racing back to the flag. William Duncan will lead. Gene Sanford 2nd, Sam Young 3rd, John McNamara and Charles Sanford the top 5. Devin Whitson, Jacob Budd, Jeffrey Buckeye, Elijah Workman, Mary Shelley the top 10. This will give a chance for those to come in and make a pit stop and repair some of the damage. Oh, it looks like we had another dust up here in turn 3. No sponsor on Danny Everett's car this week. Kind of surprised about that after the great run that they had only a week ago. William Duncan's going to make a pit stop underneath the caution. And it looks like a good portion of the field's going to follow him in. Oh, looks like whoever got turned really hard into that inside wall. Here comes Warren Cherry to pit box number 1. Tires going on to the 6 and the 4127's got a good bit of damage on the right side of that car. Here comes Sam Young. He's down and away. Same for William Duncan. Sam Young's going to be 2nd off pit road, though. Then Gene Sanford, John McNamara, and Charles Sanford the top 5. So whoa, Daniel's got even more damage now in this car. So we'll take you back to see what happened. Dang. Looks like Danny Everett's going really slow. So possible problems for the 99. Oh, this isn't going to end well. Oh, look out. Oh, this should be interesting. Well, we'll see how they sort this out during the caution. We'll take you back to see what happened, though, to Daniel Day and Amy Shelley. And we're back. Here's what happened off turn 4. Harrison Buckeye, a little bit too aggressive, gets into the Wonder Woman, or the Superman number 12. Around she goes. And Daniel Day gets damaged. Oh, that's how he gets damaged. He runs into the back of the 30. And fast forward a little bit because something else happens to Daniel. He gets more damage to that Coca-Cola. Whoa! What happened over here? And Derrickson apparently goes around. Whoa! Oh, whoa! Amy Shelley just flat out wrecks the 25. I have no clue. And then that causes a stack up with the 99. Oh, actually, what? The one still gets more damage somehow. The 30 just pulls right straight up and heavy damage down to the 1. And the 99 just, for some reason, gets like really slow on track, does not speed up. It's probably the longest replay without onboards I've ever shown. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, oh my gosh. Whoa, and then the... Oy. Oy vey. Oh, we'll take you back to the green flag. Probably some fewer lead lap cars and probably fewer cars on the track. And we're back to the live action here on Fox. William Duncan is your race leader. Sam Young is second. Gene Sanford was third off pit road. John McNamara, Charles Sanford, Jacob Budd, Devin Whitson, Jeffrey Buckeye, John Azala, and Elijah Workman in the top 10. Jeffrey Buckeye on what would be, I believe, a career best run in that 8 car. Kyle Thomas, Brendan Patterson, Mary Shelley, Bob Johansson, Harrison Buckeye, Jeff James, Matt Bonassi, Jerry Shelley, Warren Cherry, and Kyle Austin in the top 20. See new colors on the 50 car this week. Lap down now is the 99 of Danny Everett, 32 of Matt Dixon, the 01 of Cassandra Renzi, and apparently the 30 of Henry Sanford is the lap down as well. Daniel Day and Derek Bonassi retiring during the caution. Although I didn't see the 80 in there at all, so that camshaft totally unrelated to anything that happened. Green flag is back out. I have no clue what happened under that caution. Danny Everett helping out his teammate. He's serving as a block now almost between the 6 and the rest of the pack. Sam Young, John McNamara into the wall off turn number 4. Moves Sanford into second. Cassandra Renzi on the apron off of turn number 2. Henry Sanford underneath Danny Everett now. At the battle for 37th. Jacob Budd scraping the wall a little bit, as well as Harrison Buckeye off that corner. Now Gene Sanford got by Danny Everett. Cassandra Renzi will do the same. Here comes Sam Young. Jean surprisingly struggling to get around her brother here off in the lap traffic. Charles Sanford has gone past Danny Everett now. John McNamara, those are teammates! And Jean probably not too pleased right now with the fact that her brother's giving her a hard time to get around, because she's in a lap car sandwich right now, and William Duncan's just pulling away a little bit now. Little by little, now underneath comes the 41. 01's going to go with as well, and so Jean Sanford moves by her brother. Actually gains a little bit on William Duncan. Sam Young clears the lap traffic very easily. Here comes Cassandra Renzi, though. Cassandra would probably be smart to try and get out of Sam Young's way and then get behind the third place car. Caution is out once again. Alex Jones has gone around. Possibly Amy Shelley once again, and after that I can't tell. Just so many guys had damage from previous wrecks. Amy Shelley's car though looks really clean despite that last one. We'll stay with the leaders, see if they make a pit stop, and then after that we will go back and take a look at what happened to the 9 car off at whenever that happened. William Dunk, and it looks like once again everyone's going to take this opportunity to come down pit road. Problem possibly for the 15. He's actually a lane lower than everyone else coming in. So a second visit to pit road. This track very crucial to make pit stops constantly because just because of the fact that the tires are so important, they wear so easily at this track. Lapped cars even being able to come in on this first trip. Look at the difference in the way the 6 and the 41 pull into their pits. 41 at an angle, the 6 straight up. 2 tires for the 6. 4 tires for the 41. Big time strategy call. The 24 is going to beat the 41 off. 15's off. I think that's 4th. Warren Cherry, I believe, maybe got 5th. Oh, Danny Everett's a lap down anyway. So yeah, Warren Cherry off 5th. That number 1 pit stall paying dividends for the 10 crew. Oh, what the heck. What's up with this? Oh, well. Okay, so let's go back, find the 9. Well, there he is. We'll take you back to see what happened and bring out the caution. You're watching the South Park 300, live from Darlington Motor Speedway, live on Fox. And we're back. Here's what happened to Alex Jones. It happened going into turn number 1. You see, he gets onto the apron and just loses it. Simple little spin. Brings out the caution. Adam Derrickson, a nice miss. I thought it was really close on that one. So that was it. Take back the green flag. William Duncan, the race leader. And we're back. We'll have 30 laps to go when the field gets the green flag. William Duncan, your race leader. Charles Sanford in second. Gene Sanford third. Jeff James in fourth. It's been a while since he's gotten a win. He's Daytona back, race 17. Warren Cherry in fifth. John McNamara, Sam Young, Kyle Thomas, Bram Patterson, who actually got his first and only win back a season ago at this very track. It was Darlington. Looking to maybe repeat history. Jeffrey Buckeyes in 10th. Elijah Workman in 11th. Kyle Austin in 12th. John Azala, Bob Johansson, Matt Bonassi, Devin Whitson, Brad Johnson, Jack Smith. Sorry, there was a Jake Smith in the series last season. Mary Shelley and Trevor Meach in the top 20. Kyle Sosnowski, Chris Washer, Drew Austin, Alex Jones, Pichu London, Jake Rogers, the points there in 26. Charles Jackson, Dylan Young, Sky Commons, and Jeff Ozzie Jr. the top 30. Tom Gerard, Adam Derrickson, Harrison Buckeye, Amy Shelley, Jacob Budd, Jerry Shelley the top 36. No one has retired after that caution period. And we're back to racing at Darlington. Cassandra Renzi trying to get her lap back. Now all she needs is a really quick caution because she is out in front of the leader now. Warren Cherry's on the inside line. Here comes Danny Everett looking for his lap back, as is Henry Sanford. Jeff James in the wall. Oh, Danny and William nearly making contact going into turn number 1. Matt Dixon holds up the inside line a little bit. That's going to allow William Duncan to have the inside line clear as he comes down the back straightaway. Warren Cherry going for second, though. He's got it. Sam Young going for fourth. Now going for third. Danny Everett goes back one lap down. Danny Everett loses a lot of momentum going through turns 1 and 2. Who was that on the apron? It's one of the black cars. I think it's Brendan Patterson. Sandra Renzi and Henry Sanford looking to get their laps back. They're needing a really quick caution. Danny Everett and Sam Young in the wall. Sanford and Renzi nearly making contact. Duncan gets past Renzi. Cherry underneath Dixon. Kyle Thomas into third. Charles Sanford fourth. Gene Sanford fifth. Duncan now underneath Sanford to try and put him back a lap down. Dixon in the wall. Thomas and Sanford nearly make contact, or at least we're making an evasive move to avoid the tide ride. Looks like someone got into the wall the last time around. There was smoke there. Could have been the 9, could have been the 12. 12 is like severely off the pace. Or at least looks like it. Still on the lead lap though. Sanford now underneath Thomas for third and fourth. Yeah, look at that speed in the corners. It's about half a lap down. So Duncan with a huge lead over the 10 car of Warren Cherry. Gene underneath Charles Sanford for third, I mean. Here comes Brendan Patterson for fourth. Now Buckeye underneath Sanford. He nearly makes some contact with the 24. Now Cherry has finally gone past the 01 of Cassandra Renzi. Sanford as well, both of them. So now Jean is one lapped car away from getting to the 10, and it is her brother in the way. Or is it because Sanford now, Henry Sanford underneath Warren Cherry. Here comes Jean, who is actually one of the pole sitters so far this year. She's also in the Bud Shootout. Workman on the apron. Nice little save. Whitson in the wall. Warren Cherry now back to fifth. Sanford, Buckeye, Patterson, and Cherry, the remainder of the top five behind William Duncan. As in, it's Kyle Austin and Matt Benassi, the 6th and 7th. Battle currently for 8th. As these guys are catching the 6 of William Duncan. Surprising with all the damage on the back end of that 30 car that he could keep up with anyone. Amy Shelley coming off of turn number 2. These guys going through turn 1 and 2. Shelley's only about a straightaway ahead of these guys and girls. So now Shelley's begging and pleading for a caution as well. Kyle Austin has gone past Warren Cherry. Here comes Henry Sanford looking inside of that number 6. Here goes Buckeye inside Gene Sanford. Both Duncan and Sanford get the wall. Duncan loses a ton of momentum. Here comes the Budweiser Chevrolet. Buckeye has yet to lead a lap all season. Still yet to. Remember, Patterson won this race because it ended under caution last year. Well, partially, but he had a great car all day. Here he is back up in the top 4 with an entirely different team. It was the Petty team that actually went to victory lane, and no Petty car in the field this year. There you saw Amy Shelley just in front of these leaders. Oh, there goes Buckeye, just turned with Duncan. Big problems on the back straightaway. Oh! Oh! Huge wreck! They're still wrecking! Patterson's leading! And what bonehead move that was! Oh my gosh! Warren Cherry with damage. Oh, look at the damage. London's got damage. Jackson, Kyle Thomas, Chris Washer, Jerry Shelley, Mary Shelley, Harrison Buckeye, Jacob Budd, Jeff James, Matt Dixon, Warren Cherry, Danny Everett, Devin Whitson, Derrickson, Jones, Amy Shelley, Henry Sanford. Actually, I think Sanford got by. He's just back on the lead lap. Same for Shelley. Duncan, Buckeye, McNamara, Workman, Gerard, Sanford. Looking, I believe the 50 was in it. 16. That was just utter stupidity, though. Oh, a battle for the lead gone awry. Duncan has retired. We will try and get word from the infield care center when word becomes available, but dang. Kyle Austin wins the race off pit road. Brian Patterson, John Azala, Drew Austin, Sam Young, the top 5. We'll be right back to watch and see what happened. And we are back. Buckeye certainly did not make any friends with this. Watch. Battle for the lead gone awry. You saw it on the screen. Just turns him. Duncan's able to get him back on the left side door. And then the chaos ensues. We haven't even seen what happened to Duncan back there. Kyle Sosnowski's in it. Oh. We're going to take some on board, see if anyone actually, we're going to check out the 6, and then we're going to see see if anyone drove through this to make it through. Probably take some on boards with guys higher in the points or something. See what happened to Duncan. Sanford even got the wall off that corner. Oh! Sosnowski head on into Duncan. So let's go ahead and... Now I'm just going to... Okay, well, we'll take a short break. We'll bring you the onboards and see if they make it through. Onboard the points leader. So the points leader gets through. Bring you back with another onboard. Onboard with 4th in the points, Trevor Meacham. That's Jake Rogers right in front of him. Nope. That's Elijah Workman finding him. Taking onboard now with 6th in the points, Tom Gerard. Onboard Gerard. He hits Buckeye. And we'll bring you back with one more onboard. And finally, onboard, 7th in the points, Drew Austin. Yep, he was early enough to where he's able to make it through. Take you back to the green flag now, and we'll see how many guys are actually left in this race. And we're back. Good news is everyone who was involved in that wreck was tested for concussion. Nobody suffering from one in that wreck. Some news, though, to report: Duncan and Buckeye both transported to a local hospital. Should be fine, though. They were both awake and alert and talking to officials. They're just a little bit... it's a safety precaution to make sure that there's no other pain to like the back and anything else, because both of them took hard hits. Sosnowski was checked and released from the infield care center. Everyone else actually also was checked and released. The field now after that, though, is Kyle Austin leading, Brennan Patterson second, John Azala, Drew Austin, who is looking for career win number 1. And this is what? Career start number 41. Sam Young, Jake Rogers, Jack Smith, Gene Sanford, Dylan Young, and Kyle Thomas, the top 10. Chris Washer, Mary Shelley, Jacob Budd, Adam Derrickson, Alex Jones, Amy Shelley, Henry Sanford, Devin Whitson, Charles Jackson, Harrison Buckeye, Peachy London, the 21 cars on the lead lap. Cassandra Renzi and Matt Dixon are a lap down in 22nd and 23rd. And everyone else is retired. You see them there. Jerry Shelley, Jeff James, Warren Cherry, Tom Gerard, Elijah Workman, John McNamara, Jeffrey Buckeye. We're back to Green Flag Racing. William Duncan, Bob Johansson, Matt Benassi, Kyle Sosnowski, Trevor Meacham, Brad Johnson, Jeff Ozzie Jr., Charles Sanford, Sky Commons, and Danny Everett. The other two were retired before that. Here comes Cassandra Renzi trying to get her lap back. Someone was on the apron back there. That's not a good idea, folks. Oh, they're coming to pit road. And around goes Jake Rogers. He's done. Mary Shelley clipped him. Jack Smith and Peachy London headed for pit road on the restart. And with that, Cassandra Renzi is back on the lead lap. What happened, though? Jake Rogers, this is a big break for everyone else, though, because now that means people will get the chance to gain some points. Dylan Young's on the apron. He might be headed for pit road. Mary Shelley's day is done. Career win number 1 will not come for her today. Brennan Patterson leads. Like I said, it's been a year. It's been a whole season since that guy won. And it was at this very track last season that he grabbed that one and only win. See if it's just going to be... Oh, Dylan Young is out. Whoa. Dylan Young is out. Wow. Okay, so we're going to take a look and see what happened to the 2 car. You're watching the South Park 300 live on Fox. And live also on the INORL Racing Network. And we're back. Here's where this started. 3 wide and with Matt Dixon in the wall. John Azala gets into 2. And he's fine up until there, when the 38 clips him. That is when the day goes awry for Jake Rogers. Possibly we'll lose the points lead with Amy Shelley still running up here in the top. Still running, actually. Everyone else close, or within 100 points is out. That being William Duncan and Trevor Meacham. I don't think Patterson has a shot at catching him at 111 back. We'll take you back to the green flag, though, and it'll be a nice little shootout here with less than 10 to go from Darlington Motor Speedway. And we're back. Less than 10 to go. We have 20 cars left on the track now, as Jake Rogers, Dylan Young, and Mary Shelley all retired during the caution. And those 20 cars will line up as so. Brennan Patterson, Kyle Austin, Drew Austin, Sam Young, Gene Sanford, Chris Washer, the top 6 before the lapped car of Matt Dixon. Then it's Kyle Thomas, Adam Derrickson, John Azala, Jacob Budd, Alex Jones, Henry Sanford, Devin Whitson, Charles Jackson, Harrison Buckeye, Amy Shelley, Cassandra Renzi, Jack Smith, the top 18. Peachy London's been making numerous pit stops. He runs in the 19th position. I actually didn't think I'd get that done so quickly. Like I said, though, storylines to follow. It's been a while since Patterson won. This his 36th start since then. Could he grab that second career win here today? Kyle Austin looking to break that tie on top the all-time wins list. He stands at 3. It's a 3-way tie between him, Austin Ogo, and Robert Pollard. Drew Austin, start number 41, looking for career win number 1. Sam Youngs, looking for career win number 2 and just start number 5. Gene Sanford looking for that second career win. She hasn't won since Indy last year. And the green flag is out. 6 laps to go from... Actually, no, it's 7 laps to go. Never mind. 7 laps to go from Darlington. Top 6 breakaway due to the lapped car. Matt Dixon, Kyle Thomas stuck behind. Here comes Kyle Austin. He didn't even get to race this track last season, I believe. Patterson in the wall, though. Kyle Austin leads with 6 to go. Here comes Drew Austin. He was up there in the front last week. Could not get it done because Amy Shelley's got the win. Pichu London's right in front of him. Don't LePage him, Pichu. He stays on the apron. It messes up Sam Young, though. It's a 2-car fight between the Austins. Drew and Kyle. 5 to go. Third's a way back. Could this be the week? It's been a weekend full of surprises and upsets. I don't think this would be an upset, though. Drew Austin coming to 4 to go. Can Sam Young and Gene Sanford reel him in, or will Kyle Austin foil it for his brother? Which is more important for Kyle, letting Drew get win number 1 or breaking that tie? Kyle's closing in a little bit. 3 to go at the stripe. Chris Washer in the top 5. And once again, 0.02 of a second gained by Kyle Austin. Gene's looking for 3rd right now. Two to go at the stripe. Move Gene Sanford into 3rd. The gap remains the same. 2 weeks in a row, Drew Austin leads with 2 to go. Last week he lost on the 2 to go lap to Amy Shelley. This week he's got his brother behind him. 1 lap to go for Drew Austin. Down the back straightaway. Kyle's got nothing for him. And off at turn number 4. Finally, Drew Austin, a winner in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series. Here comes Amy Shelley across the line. Apparently at some point she gained some extra hood damage. Drew Austin grabs the win. Oh, it's gonna go down as a retirement. Not sure who was the person who did not get across the line, but oh well. I'm pretty sure Drew Austin won't care. It's a win no matter what, even if it says retired. Kyle Austin in second, a 1-2 finish for the Austins. Gene comes across third, Chris Washer at best in fourth. How about this? Car 4 in fourth and car 5 in fifth. Brandon Patterson now 1 full season since he last won. John Azalea 7th, Henry Sanford in 8th, Cassandra Renzi 9th, much better than her debut race. Jacob Budd in 10th, Kyle Thomas 11th, Jack Smith in 12th. A really great run for that 50 crew. I think that's their best run of the year. Adam Derrickson in 13th, Charles Jackson 14th in car 14. Alex Jones 15th, Harrison Buckeye, Amy Shelley, Devin Whitson, Matt Dixon, and Pichu London, the 20 cars that finish. Like I said, everyone that was involved in that wreck is okay. The only people having to go to the hospital were Buckeye and Duncan due whiplash that both of them suffered. Mainly kind of checking out for the back pain, make sure there's none of that. No concussions from anyone involved in that. So that's a good sign. Next week, the Cup Series goes Bristol Racing. Tempers might flare there after this one. I'm Gordon Fantino. This has been a production of the INORL. See you guys next week. Can't wait to see what comes up then. Sorry, I forgot to show you below 28th, although you probably already knew where you finished if you're below here because everyone behind here was out. We'll go down to Victory Lane, though, and then show you the point standings after the round of Darlington. See you guys next week. Let's see what Drew Austin does to go and celebrate this first win of his career. Been a long time coming. 41 starts. He started every single race. And looks like he was trying to make sure he didn't do what the other guys did and that is not beat up the back end. Oh, whoops. He did that anyway, but looks good still, the Tracker Boats Chevrolet. Now he's gotten going a little bit. Told he could go ahead and burn the stickers off of these puppies. Not a bad job there for Drew Austin. Let's see if he can go ahead and make it 2 in a row next week at Bristol. See you guys there. It's doubleheader, Cup and Nationwide, with the trucks in Martinsville. Should be interesting.